Everybody, hands, kissing toes, and hands on the back.
The Great K-Pop Tree by Lynn Cherry.
Oh my god. Can't stand it.
Two humans walked into the rainforest. Moments before, the forest had been alive with the sounds of squawking birds and howling monkeys. Now all was quiet as the creatures watched the two humans and wondered why they had come. The larger human stopped and pointed to a great K-pop tree. Then he left. The smaller human took the axe she carried and struck the trunk of the tree. Whack! 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 The sounds of the blows rang through the forest. The wood of the tree was very hard. Chop! 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 The human wiped off the sweat that ran down her face and neck. Whack! Chop! Whack! Chop! Soon the human grew tired. She sat down to rest at the foot of the great K-pop tree. Before she knew it, the heat and hum of the forest had lulled her to sleep. A boa constrictor lived in the K-pop tree. He slithered down its trunk to where the human was sleeping. Then the huge snake slid very close to the human and said,
Senor, beauty gives animals life. If we don't have beauty, all animals will die. We don't get found in space.
a bee buzzed in the sleeping human's ear.
I fly to tree, to flower, collecting pollen. Please don't cut down the tree.
A troop of monkeys scampered down from the canopy. And they said,
Please don't cut down the tree. You're not even thinking about your children.
some birds flew down from the canopy. And they said,
We don't cut down this tree, or where will we lay our eggs?
a bright and small tree frog crawled along the edge of a leaf. In a squeaky voice, he said,
Please don't cut down the tree, or else I'll be homeless.
a jaguar had been sleeping along the branch in the middle of the tree. Because her spotted coat blended into the dappled light and shadows of the understory, no one had noticed her. Now she leapt down and padded slightly over to the sleeping human, and she said,
Please don't cut down the tree, or where will I find my dinner?
porcupine swung down from branch to branch. And they whispered to the human,
Please don't cut down this tree.
an anteater climbed down the kapok tree. And he said to the resting human,
Please don't cut down the tree. It looks like a restaurant to me.
A three-toed sloth had begun climbing down from the canopy. When the humans appeared, and only now did he reach the ground, plodding ever so slowly over to the sleeping human, he spoke in his deep and lazy voice
Please
as
don't cut down this tree. It's a pleasure to me.
a child from the Yanomamo tribe who lived in the rainforest knelt over the sleeping human, and she murmured in her ear,
Senor, I hope you wake up and see us with new eyes.
the human awoke with a start. Before her stood the rainforest child, and all around her, staring, were the creatures who depended upon the kapok tree. What wondrous and rare animals they were. The human looked about and saw the sun streaming through the canopy. Strange and beautiful plants seemed to dangle in the air, suspended from the great kapok tree. The human smelled the fragrant perfume of their flowers, but she heard no sound, for the creatures were strangely silent. The human stood and picked up her axe. She swung back her arm as though to strike the tree. Suddenly she stopped. She turned and looked at the animals and the child. She hesitated, then she dropped the axe and walked out of the rainforest. Sit down right where you are. I just wanted to let